Hello, folks. You see it's the shadow. This where I'm sitting now, a shadow of leaves is being cast. So this recording is going to have leafy shadows in it because where I normally sit and record, the sun is just blaring too hot. But anyway, I'm reporting on an MMA fight, which I haven't done in a long time. And the name of this, I should have been, because the name of this channel is Classic Boxing and MMA. But there hasn't, to me, been an MMA fight in a while since the McGregor Khabib fight worth talking about. This fight with Nganu taking out those santos is a big thing to me, and to I think the MMA world in general. When MMA first came out, it was called No Holds Barred, and the only gyms around America that was teaching that kind of stuff was Tracy's Karate, because they had a guy named Bart Bell who went to Japan and learned shoot fighting, although the shoot fighting they were doing was staged. But another group in Japan was also taught this form, and they were having legitimate fights in it. And those fighters were the only ones who, when they started UFC in America, was winning and came close to beating Royce Gracie. And I took shoot fighting, which is really just a form of catch wrestling. I took shoot fighting at Tracy's Karate with a guy named Marcus Marinelli. And since that was in the 90s, I was 30 years old. And Marcus Marinelli, since, has formed his own MMA fighting studio or gym called Strong Style, which is where Stipe Miocic was trained by Marcus. And we all know he was the longest reigning heavyweight champion in the UFC ever. So the guy that taught Stipe. But Stipe had a wrestling pedigree before he went there. I didn't. I had to get good at wrestling. It took me to have to see YouTube videos for YouTube to come out, because YouTube wasn't out when I started. And when I saw YouTube, all clicked in my head and in my body, and I started tapping out black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. Some of them were, I'm 6'5", one guy was 6'7", and about 17, 18 years younger than me. And I tapped him in like 30 seconds. Well, so anyway, back to what I was talking about. Dos Santos was riding a wave. He came back. He had lost a couple of good fights. One of them was to Stipe Miocic. But he came back and beat and knocked out a couple of high-placed fighters, well-known heavyweight UFC fighters. And there he was, back again in contention. So they put him up against Nganu, and that boy got destroyed. I mean, destroyed. He was on the octagon floor canvas, and all rolled up in a fetal position. Now, I've never seen Dos Santos do that. I've seen him take beatings, take his medicine like a man. I've seen Kane beat him up. I mean, damn near beat him to death. He stood there and took it. But Nganu just damn near touched the boy, and he was finished. And Dos Santos can take a shot, takes a good shot. The only other person to knock him out quickly was Stipe Miocic. But Nganu, he must have fucking lead in them goddamn hands of his, because Dos Santos looked like he was having a second childbirth, like he was coming out of his mama's womb a second time. He folded that boy up like a lounge chair. I don't think they should let Ngannou fight Cormier because I think he would lose that fight. And Cormier is on the outs. He said he's about to have one or two. As a matter of fact, he's going to rematch Miocic, and after that, whether I guess if he loses, then he'll have want to fight him again to. But if he wins, I'm thinking he'll probably be on his way out the door. And they ought to save Ngannou and put him in there against Miocic again if Miocic loses to Cormier. And if Miocic knocks Cormier out, they still ought to put Miocic in there with him. I mean Miocic in there with Nganu. Put Nganu in there again with Miocic. Of course, I like Nganu, but Miocic is my stablemate and my teammate, and we can talk by the same teachers. So I guess we brothers from another mother. Or I can be his uncle. I'm going to help him to be his uncle. So I'm hoping for Miocic to beat Cormier, and I'm hoping that once he does beat Cormier, and probably rematches him again for the rubber match, that he'll then fight Ngannou and beat him again. But if Miocic does get through Cormier and have to fight Nganu again, he should study up on his submissions and try to when he takes Nganu down, because he's going to take him down. I don't care how much better Nganu has gotten since that fight. It takes more than a year or so to get to the point where you can keep a wrestler like Miocic, like Stipe Miocic, from taking you down. So he may not take him down as much, but he's going to get him down. And if he gets in back of him, then he should put that choke, put a rear naked on him, and just get him out of there. So I think Miocic need to study up and on his submission. But we were talking, but that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Stipe. Nganu against those Santos. Now, two of the greatest heavyweight UFC fighters ever, Cain Velasquez, and Junior Dos Santos, who they both had three classic UFC struggles. Dos Santos knocking Cain out the first time with, I think it was a right cross, in like 45 seconds or something less than that in the first round. And the other two fights, Cain just literally beating the shit out of Dos Santos as he had him hemmed up on the fence. Though Dos Santos got some good licks off on Cain too. It was a good, both fights were good. Anyway, Ngannou has pretty much destroyed both Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos. Destroyed them. One tap of an uppercut put Velasquez out. It's so much so that he thought his knee gave out. That's what it was. It was that little uppercut, because the little uppercut that Ngannou threw was like nothing. So Cain probably figured it couldn't do that to him. I remember I was in a Tough Man. A guy caught me with a left hook. I thought I had slipped. I didn't fall. He staggered me a little, and I didn't realize it, that I was staggered. And of course, I can't make a whoop his ass. But anyway, sometimes when you get hit with a good shot and it staggers you, you don't realize that you think you slipped. That's your legs trying to get out from under you. In this case, Cain's legs gave entirely out up under him, and he went down. Dos Santos was getting destroyed as well. Dos Santos was getting destroyed as well. He got destroyed. So I guess I'm gonna end it with that, folks. I'm gonna be doing more reports on MMA. I normally only do reports on the heavyweight division, or um, in the case of if the guys are really good in the lower divisions, then I'll do some reporting on them too, like Conor McGregor and Khabib. Okay, please subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button and peace.